Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.
And a beautiful morning it is. Welcome into the hottest spot in town. This is Sunshine's Corner. I am your host, Sunshine, and we are going to have a midweek motivation this week. I want to welcome you in to be a part of the conversation, as always, because I believe that once we put all of our collective thoughts together, there's nothing we can't do. You can call in at 850-432-7768, or you can text that number as well. But do I have motivation for you today? I got to share this with you. Just for the last 10 minutes, I've got motivated because we've been just talking before we came on the air. But the Reverend Paul Blackmon, he's here with us today, and he holds so many hats. He holds and he does so many things that we're going to share with you today. I believe in making a joyful noise, and that's why I call it my midweek motivation. We are going to make a joyful noise today with the Reverend Paul Blackmon. Good morning, sir, and welcome in.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
You are so welcome. You know, you saved me yesterday because I was out, and I tell you, things have changed around. When you called, I said, hallelujah. But you know what? I just want to thank you because I called this my midweek motivation. And then with you being with us today, and even with the things that we are being motivated by, even with the different hats that you hold, I know that with the Baptist Alliance, right? Mm-hmm. You are the moderator.
Right.
And you've got some things to talk about with that. But what I want to go first, though, I want to introduce you to the audience for people who may not know you, because everybody did. I got to share this with you last night. When I put it up, and I went back and found your picture, put it up on mine to join me today. Mm-hmm. My Facebook page went, tell everybody saying, oh no, y'all got to watch the show in the morning.
Yes.
You've got a great, I think that's become, with your teaching and everything that you do.
Praise God.
That what you do that bring people to love you as they do. Well, tell us a little bit about you and your church. First of all, let's introduce you.
Well, I was born, raised, and educated right here in Pensacola, Florida.
Really?
Yes. Grew up at 918 West Booby Street in an area that we call Shantytown.
Yeah,
that was my original stomping ground.
Come on now.
Yes. Then, of course, I'm a retired investigator with the State Attorney's Office.
You're what?
Retired investigator with the
Really?
State Attorney's Office, yes. I retired early. It was always my desire to retire early. So 50 was the drop dead date for me. But I was vacillating on, continuing to work.
Right.
Because my youngest son was at FAM. But the demand, the call of ministry, I just could no longer work, pastor, be a husband, be a wife, and I was in school. So it became too much. So
I said he held a lot of things, I didn't know he was going to go all that way at one time. But you see, I don't believe God puts no more on us. What he has, to whom much is given, much is required.
Much is required.
And I believe that, he knows he handpicks. And you're one of those select people that he picked, because he knew you could do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with the fact that how long have you been pastoring?
I've been at First Baptist Church of Ferry Pass. I will be celebrating this October my 20th year anniversary. 20 years I've been there, yes.
Unbelievable. I can't get over this thing too. I keep hearing about this investigator. Is it like what I see on Law and Order? You been an investigative reporter?
It's very.
I'm a TV fan of Law and Order.
It's very similar, but it's more detailed. It's not as glamorous as Law and Order, because what it takes to, let's say, arrest someone is totally different what it takes to convict someone.
Really?
And so, yes, I think what the job taught me was that you have people, at the top of the ladder, and you have people at the bottom, people in between, and everybody's really the same. Those at the top are more book savvy, those at the bottom are more street savvy.
Okay.
But they're all basically the same.
Exactly.
People, and you realize that, just different nuances, but they're the same.
Same thing. How did you get into that? What caused you to want to go to be that investigator?
I graduated University of West Florida in political science.
Okay.
And so, to be honest, I wanted to. I didn't know really what I wanted to do with my degree.
I understand. Been there, done that, got the T-shirt.
Okay, and then so I started working. I started with ATF, Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearm, and that was through a friend of a friend. And then Curtis Golden, who used to be the state attorney, called me one day. Now this was God. Called me one day and said, "I hear that you want to come to work in this office." I said, "Well, no."
Wrong answer.
I'm quite happy where I am. I don't like the travel that I have to do all over. I said, but I'm quite happy with where I am. And I said, and I would really consider it almost a lateral transfer, and so it wouldn't be advantageous for me to do it.
Of course.
And he said, no, it really wouldn't. It wouldn't be a lateral transfer. And so when he told me what my starting salary would be, I said in my head,
okay.
but I said, well, give me a night to think about it.
Right.
Let me think. But it was a done deal.
I feel you.
So I feel honored that I was literally recruited, and I was the first black investigator for the First Judicial Circuit. That's Escambia, Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton County. So, and that was, and I say this to people. It wasn't that, I was the smartest, I was at the right place.
I hear you.
At the right time. And others had laid the groundwork for me to be able to walk into that position.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, but also I'll say that speaks volume itself with that. And we've talked about that because I think that sometimes we think one thing, but hey, he has us in place for something else.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And when that figure came, it was like ding dong,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Which I understand. In today's world, what do you think walking by faith truly look like today with the things how they are?
For me, walking by faith means that it is how you live. It is evident in who you are by the way you walk, the way you talk, and the way you interact with others. You don't have a better than I attitude. And when you see someone that is in need, there is a genuine desire to help them. Give you an example. There was a young lady that I was in the restaurant with some friends, and this young lady comes in and she's panhandling, and so she asked me for some money. I said, lady, I don't have any money. I said, get out, I don't have any money. And so then the staff ran around, and while I was sitting there, I was so convicted because I had something I could have given her.
Right.
And so I got up, I left, and I was looking for her. She was on foot, and I couldn't find her. And it really bothered me. And a couple of weeks later, I was driving down W Street, and I saw her. So I did a U-E to come back, and she was gone again. She had went into where the flea market was.
Okay.
And I saw her, and I told her, I said, listen, you may not remember me, but you asked me for some money a few weeks ago, and I was rude. I said, and please allow me to give you this $20.
Exactly.
To help you, and I am so sorry for the way
that you
I
reacted
acted.
because she was asking for help.
Yeah.
And you know, I have
Yeah.
to share this with you too, because I try my best to live a Christian life.
Yes.
I try myself to be that example. I do have some things I know God is dealing with me on.
We all do.
Okay. But one night I stopped at the dollar store. I had been at work and I came in, and this guy was sitting at the door. He kept asking me for money. I said, stop. I said, get up and get a job. I left the store, but my mind and my heart was so convicted when I got back home. I got back in my car. I went back to the store, went back and bought him all groceries.
Wow.
And gave it to him. I understand what you're saying when you're truly walking by faith.
Sure.
Because you never know what that other person, how they got there.
Sure. And it doesn't matter.
And it doesn't matter if you got it. He said, when you give it to them, you're doing it to the least of me.
Yeah.
I mean, so we got to understand what we're doing when we're saying we're practicing that faith. And I think that with you being a leader, I wanted to hear that because there's so many of us who say one thing, but our actions show so
Something
different.
else. Yes.
So different, Pastor.
Yes.
And with me, I have this thing. I call a spade a spade. And sometimes it comes out because I can see a person. We were talking about this. A person can say one thing. You're looking at me saying, "Oh, I'm not. I'm doing this. I'm doing that." But I see your actions. Your actions are telling me where your heart is. And this is what I pray now. So, Father, just give me the strength to show me what to do. Guide me in what I should say and what I shouldn't say. Because sometimes it's ready to roll.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I get it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But with that fact and with you holding the seat that you do, how do you stay spiritually grounded while carrying the weight of a leadership?
Oh, God, that's a tough question.
But think about that.
I think you have to know who you are and understand what God has called you to do and try your best to stay focused toward that end. It's helpful when you have people around you that share the same convictions.
Right.
It helps.
What if you don't have
They
nobody around you that do that?
Well, it's going to be hard.
Oh, God, it's hard.
It's going to be hard.
You know, it bothers me when I see people, they don't want that. I mean, like, we were talking about change.
Yeah.
Change doesn't feel good, but it's necessary.
Absolutely.
And when I see that, you want to do the same thing over and over the same way.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
So therefore, you are stuck. We were talking about how the world has evolved, what we learned with COVID. We have evolved that you don't have to just continue to do one thing the same way because there are better ways.
Absolutely.
And that taught something, I know it taught me something, but there are so many better ways I don't have to sit and think.
And you know, when you said that, a lot of times we're doing stuff, but we're just going about
going through the motion.
We're stuck, yes, and we're basically, it's like if you're in a rocking chair, right? You're moving, but you aren't going anywhere.
Exactly.
And so we get stuck in our rocking chairs, comfortable now.
Of course.
But we're not progressing.
That's right.
Because it's a comfortable place.
Exactly.
We become comfortable really in an uncomfortable situation. Yeah.
Most certainly. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are having a great conversation with the Reverend Paul Blackmon. I tell you, we're going deep. We're just talking life. And then we're going to get to what you got with the Baptist Union coming up. But I'd like to have a conversation to let people know that, look, when we talk about things, it's time to listen up to somebody else.
Yes.
Be open to learn something new.
Yes.
Don't become so stagnated that it becomes stale.
I like that.
Don't become stagnated that it becomes stale because then if you see it, everybody else gonna see it.
Sure.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm just pointing because I feel comfortable pointing out because it's like somebody who believes and understands because I believe and I trust and I tell you it bothers me so bad, Pastor. Somebody want to talk to you already. Look at this. Good morning.
Good morning, Sonshine. This is Valerie Rankins again.
Good morning.
Hey, I would like to ask Pastor Blackmon, what is it about, and I'm the type of person who, and when I'm talking to someone and someone is rude or hurting my feelings or something like that, I just don't have those quick answers to come back at that person. Later, I would always say to myself, why didn't I say this and why? But then to say ugly things, I can't do that. So what do you call that, Pastor Blackmon?
I don't know if I really understand your question. I think, are you asking me how should you respond?
I am saying that sometimes you have conversations, sometimes people are rude and they say ugly things to you.
I'm with you now.
And
I'm with you
so,
now.
But my response is not to be ugly or rude.
Yes.
But sometimes I ask myself, why didn't I say this? Or why didn't I do that? But I don't want to hurt people. But I find people don't mind hurting you.
Oh, say that one more time. Oh my God, they don't mind hurting us at all.
I understand the question. Okay, let me answer.
So I'm asking you, why some people can just be rude to others, but I can't find myself to be that way. I find my faith always to be nice and courteous to others.
Yes.
So I'm just asking you, what do you do?
Okay, well, the Word of God tells us that a soft word turns away wrath. If someone's screaming at me and I start screaming back at them, then now what we have are two people screaming.
Right.
But if someone's screaming or talking loud or talking rude, all you have to do is lower your tone. Even go down to a whisper. And what will happen? It will bring their volume down. So now you have taken control of the situation simply by the tone of your voice. Now, it's easy. All of us have bad days. And there's times.
I've had my good days.
Yeah. There are times when people can say something and we react in a negative way. That's the human part of us. But we have to know that the only way we can deal with the enemy in a positive way, we have to be able to identify that is the enemy. And then once you identify it is the enemy, and so you have to be as wise as a serpent, but as humble as a dove. That's how you respond.
Well, just like I said, I can't hurt people's feelings. I just can't be rude and ugly. I don't want to be. But sometimes I ask myself, why didn't I say that? Or why didn't I do that? But anyway, I just find that, like you said, a soft answer turn away wrath.
Yes.
But yet still, my human nature wished I had a bit this.
It'll flare up.
Every time, I tell you.
It'll flare up.
Thank you, love. I hope that helped you out today.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Everybody, I tell you, we're talking with the Reverend Paul Blackmon, and we're talking today. If you would like to be a part of this conversation, I encourage you to 850-432-7768. Be a part right here. We'll be back with more on Sunshine's Corner.
Good day, Pensacola. Welcome to a new segment on health and wellness sponsored by Baptist Healthcare in partnership with Sunshine's Corner. Every first Wednesday of the month during Sunshine's telecast, we're going to be bringing you information about health and wellness and ways to make sure we're improving the quality of your health care here in Pensacola. After all, we want to ensure that you're going to the right place at the right time and for the right reason, and that you don't feel alone. Can't wait to see you.
From the efficiency of American natural gas and the dependability of nuclear power, to the strength of Florida's sunshine and the flexibility of advanced battery storage systems, we leverage a diverse mix of energy sources to power our growing state, ensuring reliable, low-cost power for your home or business whenever you need it. FPL, working for you every single day.
Many who consider facial plastic surgery are concerned their results will look unnatural. But with over 20 years of serving the Pensacola community, his thousands of satisfied patients have made Dr. Derek Jones a trusted reconstructive and facial plastic surgeon known for industry-leading results that look natural. Call 850-484-FACE to schedule a consultation at one of our locations in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
I'm Dr. Derek Jones. Trust your face to a facial plastic surgeon.
At Pensacola Habitat for Humanity, we believe every child should have a safe place to grow. That's why we work with you and the community to build not just a house, but a home.
She worked very hard to get this house. I really appreciate that because, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now.
When you help build a home, you build a future. Pensacola Habitat for Humanity.
And welcome back to Wednesday edition of Sunshine's Corner. I tell you, I am so glad that we have the guest that we have today, and that is the Reverend Paul Blackmon. I appreciate him coming in today, sharing his ideas with us, and I'm getting distracted. I want you to understand this today. We are talking something that we really need to share today, and that is your faith and the things that he does that he's going to be talking about with the Baptist Union that's coming up as well, because you got your leader coming in next week. But I want to invite people to be a part of this show at 850-432-7768. Let's talk about it. Now, we were talking about, I'm going to get to who's coming in, I promise you. We got a whole hour.
Sure.
But it's just the fact that I think that the conversation that we're having today is so needed, and I think that it should be talked about more often. And I like the way that even with the caller, what she was saying, I go through that too. But the difference with me, I let it out.
Sure.
And I'll say, I shouldn't have said that. But it's so difficult today. With you being a pastor and dealing with people every day and with the leadership roles that you hold, how is it that how can you maintain when you know a person is trying to come at you and gonna try to put you down when I'm already up here over you? And when I want to be over you physically, I mean, I got more education than you, I got more everything.
Sure. Well, the way I handle it is I'm told, I don't know, I'm told that I'm passive aggressive.
Okay.
And so I will tell you what I want you to know, but it would be in this nice package.
Really?
Yeah, there will not be any profanity. I will not raise my voice, but you will know exactly where I stand. And I'll say it this way, words are powerful.
Yes, they are.
And when you have the ability to express your feelings in a strong, positive way, people then understand who they are dealing with. Because some people actually think they are superior.
That's the word I'm looking for.
To you.
They really think that when they're not.
Yes.
And they always try to use that superiority. And I think that's what when it's come to me, when you say you're passive, you put in a package, I put in a package and open it. I mean, and it's not that I feel like I'm trying to be any kind of way, but I'm not going to allow you to do that to me. Because I know who I am, and I'm not going to allow you.
Sure. Let me say it this way. You can't put out fire by putting fire on it.
Okay, because that's no kerosene.
Okay.
I'm just making you laugh.
Yeah. Well, obviously, if you throw kerosene on it,
then boosh.
Yes.
I mean, but I'm trying to get over that.
Sure.
I'm trying to deal with that in a different way. And ladies and gentlemen, I am, because I always tell people, know who you are, and don't allow anybody to try to take that away from you. And nowadays they do, and I'm transparent. Even with the things that's happening now with the current administration, that people think now that they think that they have the right that they can't. Wrong answer. And that bothers me. But I'm going to walk away from that. So if you've got questions you'd like to talk to the pastor about, please do. Call us up at 850-432-7768, or you can text that number as well, and we'll make sure we get the answer on for you. The best of his knowledge, not mine, because I'll tell you what I do. You can walk away and say, she knows she's a talker. No, but it's just so many things, and you get put in situations sometimes that you want to be that person to be like Christ. And it's so hard.
It is.
It is so difficult.
It is.
In this world today.
It is. It is.
It's so difficult, and you know what I'm saying? It's just so much yep. If you got something to yep about, and I'm like this too, if you got something to say, bring it to the one that you want to bring it to. That's all I'm saying. Let's go away now and talk about your leadership vision, okay?
Okay.
I've had, as the moderator of the West Florida Baptist Gypsy Association, now let's talk about that. What's your vision for uniting and empowering the churches under your leadership?
We have approximately 40 churches. And this is just one thing. This is on my heart now. It is the cost of insurance. Some churches are having difficulty, and even some homeowners are having difficulties in being able to afford insurance. And so I had the idea, what if we could get a group policy?
Okay.
I know that works, in the secular side.
Exactly.
So what if all of our churches came together
and did the same thing
and had one carrier? And I proposed that to our agent, and he said, yeah, that sounds really good. He said, but no one would really want to do it because all of these churches are in the same location. So if there was a natural disaster, the impact on the insurance company would be, almost insurmountable. And I said, okay, I understand that. He said, but maybe when the climate changed, because so many insurance companies are leaving Florida,
right,
we could address it again. Well, I was at a national meeting, and I met a brother named Cummings. He is the former director of the jail in Dade County, Miami. And he was told about what I was trying to do.
Right.
He works for an insurance company. And he said, listen, our company has the ability, because we're nationwide, has the ability to do exactly what it is you want to do. He said, but listen to my vision. He said, I want to bring the Baptists, I want to bring the AMEs, I want to bring Kojic, and I want to bring the Methodists all in under this group policy. So right. I am, and of course the more members
but of course.
that are part, then of course it drives the price down.
Of
and
course.
So I'm really, I am so excited about that, because that would help. Some churches are struggling, and that would
a lot of people are struggling now.
Yeah, and that would really help them.
A lot of people are struggling today. A lot of people are.
Sure.
And but that's a good way to look at that you're working together to bring the narrative down so that it can be more comfortable for everybody. What are some of the greatest leadership lessons when you find out now that you're trying to get there, some of the lessons that you've learned through your journey in the ministry and dealing with being the moderator over the West Florida Baptist Union?
Yeah.
What are some of the things you've run into?
What I've learned, I used to have a hard time delegating. I was under the false notion that if I wanted it to be done right, I had to do it myself. I discovered that was the wrong answer.
Exactly.
And you have to surround yourself with bright people and allow them to do what they do.
Exactly.
Because God has not given any one of us all of anything.
No, they haven't.
And so when we surround ourselves with, and then you allow them to do what they do. And if there is a problem, then because of who you are in the position that you have, you accept that.
Okay.
You don't allow that blame, those words being thrown at them to come at them. No, listen, I'm the moderator. It was my decision to do that, and so I should have been more aware of whatever. So although you empower them, you also protect them. And so I learned by doing that, then you create a sense of team. And you know, hey man, Blackmon's not going to do anything. He's not going to put me out there. And if I fail, then he's going to take the blame.
I hear you.
And so that just creates a real positive atmosphere with the people that you're
working with.
upon. Yes.
Well, that's good advice, because
Yeah.
I tell you, sometimes when you are trying to do the best that you can for the atmosphere that you're in, and to come up with a solution that's going to be best for all.
Sure.
And you take the I out of the equation
Sure.
and allow it to become us. I say that all the time because you hear that. People want I. It's not about you.
That's right.
It's not about you.
That's right.
And you have to learn that. We're going to talk more with Reverend Paul Blackmon here about things that are coming up that you can be a part of right here on Sonshine's Corner.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if auto owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
Come see us at Royal Appliance Outlet. We have refrigerators, washers and dryers, stoves, beautiful furniture from all of your name brands that you know and trust. Samsung, Whirlpool, Frigidaire, and GE, all at discount prices. Come visit us today at 1612 Face Boulevard. You're gonna love our easy credit to help you bring all your favorite furniture home. Come visit Royal Appliance Outlet.
It's baseball season. From heart-stopping plays to legendary victories, this is baseball at its finest. Grab your seat, bring your energy, and witness greatness live. Don't just watch it, feel it. The Pensacola Blue Wahoos are back, and you can watch Pensacola Blue Wahoos home games live on Fridays and Saturdays, only on Blab TV. Love the Blue Wahoos but can't watch? Get your tickets now.
The Emerald Coast Utilities Authority's state-of-the-art materials recycling facility processes recyclables for communities throughout the region, lowering need for more landfills. This highly efficient recycling service accepts glass, paper, cardboard, plastics, aluminum, and more. But we need your help. Please make sure your recyclables are clean of garbage, food, and liquids. Also, please remember that plastic shopping bags, foam products, or yard waste are not recyclable. To learn more, go to livegreenecua.com.
And welcome back to Sunshine's Corner on this Wednesday edition of Midweek Motivation. I don't know about you, but I'm motivated. I tell you, Pastor, I am so glad you're sitting in this seat today.
Amen.
I mean, we are talking things that I don't have anybody to talk to about. You know what I'm saying? And with the fact that with your spiritual guidance. But you know, I notice in everything you're topping it off. Look, it's got to be this way because of what God expects of us and the things that we do. And with the things that you're doing with you with the leader over all these churches. Ooh, Jesus. Is that a hard job?
It is. It is. It is, because it's hard to lead leaders.
Say that again.
It's hard to lead leaders.
I like that.
Yeah, if everybody, let me put it this way, if there's only roosters on the yard,
right,
then there's going to be a problem.
Ain't no chickens there.
Yeah, just roosters.
This is what I always say. Everybody want to be a chief, and you ain't got no Indians.
Yes. And so you have to, and I say it this way, to other pastors, if you feel that you're too big to follow, then you're too little to lead. Yes.
You better say that again. Did you all hear that? If you're too big to follow, then you are definitely too little to lead. Come on now.
Yes, yes. And so you have to understand that. And in anything, you will always have people that you can depend upon.
Come on now.
And with that core, because you're not going to get everybody. My aunt, Georgia Blackmon, who
I love her.
Who she said, she taught me something. She said, nah, I'm not talking to my pastor, I'm talking to my nephew.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, nephew, anything that was ever accomplished that was worthwhile was accomplished by a few. So you will never get everybody to go along.
Absolutely.
You will never, I don't care what you're trying to do, how great it is for everybody that's concerned, you'll never have everyone's support. And you have to know that.
Exactly.
And be okay with that, and know that that will not stop you from achieving the goal that you have in mind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I needed to hear that.
Yeah.
I really did.
Yeah.
And see, Miss Georgia, I know.
Yeah.
When she called me that day, she said, baby, I need to talk to you. I want to pass this torch to you. I mean, I loved her.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, and you know,
Powerful
I go back to, because it was at one of Jerry McIntosh's, not last year, but the year before that, when she said to me, she said, let's go out to dinner. I need to talk to you. We never got to do it.
Never got to go.
Because that was, and then that happened. And I said, oh my God, I hate that I did not make that. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that event because you were the host.
Yes, I was.
Yes.
I was. And she told me that night. And it was a lady with her. She said, well, I want to go with y'all too. I mean, but it was just so.
Sure.
I loved her dearly, and I loved her strength.
Yes.
What she exemplified.
Yes.
And I'll say this boldly. I mean, women, community, everybody, she taught us so much, and she gave so much of herself. And I see that's what you're doing also with you being the moderator over the alliance with the Baptist Union. So, and with that being said, now you've got somebody coming in town.
Yes, yes. We are, let me say it this way, starting this coming Monday, the 14th, I believe it is, through the 17th, we will be having our annual session, which runs Monday through Thursday. And on Thursday, our national president of the Baptist Convention, Boise Kimber, will actually be here, and he will actually be preaching on Thursday morning.
Oh, come on now. So, I mean, y'all got a great thing coming up next week. Oh, wow.
Yes.
So this is wonderful. So everybody now let me say this too. Now this show this morning, we're live, but it will be played again this afternoon at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
So you can tell everybody, we can just put it on, so watch it again if you missed it this morning, because some people can't watch it in the morning, you know. But you can get it this afternoon. This powerful information that's going to be shared, today, they'll still be able to be a part of it. And with that being said, coming up, that's next week. Monday is the 14th. It's going to be the 14th through the 17th. 17th is what, Thursday?
Yes.
Oh.
That's Thursday. And if I may,
go right ahead.
We have on Tuesday, our young people director is Reverend Sabrina Hopkins. She will be giving her address. On that Wednesday, Sister Arzella Simpson, our women's auxiliary president, she will be giving her address. That Thursday, our national guest, our national president, Dr. Kimber, will be preaching at our AM services, and that night at 7 p.m. I will be giving my address.
Oh, come on now.
So we just want to invite the
entire community
to come.
Come on out, guys. Be a part of this. Be a part. Wow. You're going to speak Thursday night?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
Now, what's the address where all this is going to be going on?
It will be at the Antioch Missionary Baptist Church, 625 North D Street. Dr. Hardeman is the pastor.
Hey, Pastor Hardeman? That's my friend.
Okay, yeah. Dear friend of mine. He called me Big Brother.
Really, he is so, I just love him. So his personality.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, he is so, like I'm finding with you, you're reachable. I can talk to you.
Sure.
You know, and some people are afraid to approach.
Sure.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, hi, what's up?
Yeah.
You know?
And you know, that's one thing I'll say about me. And it bothers me sometimes when someone would say, well, you know, they don't want to talk to you, because I said, I am the most approachable person.
I'm telling you, that's the truth, guys.
You will ever meet. You will see a smile. You won't ever see a frown. And so I don't understand you being uncomfortable with. And I think that's
that title.
That's what it is.
It's the title.
That's what it is, and they shouldn't be, because it's just Paul. You know, people said, some people said, Paul. Oh, I mean Dr. Blackmon. I said, no, my mama named me Paul.
Come on now.
I will always
be Paul.
Answer to Paul.
I
Trust me on
understand.
that. Always, because
Absolutely.
that's my name.
Exactly.
I'm not a title.
Right.
I'm Paul.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No wonder everybody was going crazy last night when I put your name up, put that piece of, y'all got to watch that show in the morning. Don't miss it.
Yeah.
I mean, because you have made that known in the community.
Sure.
And you got a huge following.
Praise God.
And that's a great thing. To God be all the glory. Like I said, too much is given, much is required. Now, obviously, you are doing it just right because people are talking about you. Anita Welcome, my girl, she said, oh, love him. I mean, but that's what it takes for that, Pastor. And with what you're doing, how do we balance tradition in the need of innovation in a ministry today?
Whew, God.
How are we going to do those two? How can we balance tradition with the need that we have of innovation in a ministry today?
How do we do it? Well, let me say, first of all, we have to be sensitive to the needs of the community in which we are located.
Right.
If we are not impacting the people that, I'm not talking about the people that attend.
That's right.
If we're not impacting the community where we are located, then what are we doing?
Absolutely, I hear you.
Yeah, and so we have to think of ways to engage the community.
Exactly.
You know, to say, hey, here we are.
Exactly.
You know, we don't just do church.
Right.
You know, we do life.
Come on now.
Yeah.
I'm
and
telling
so
you.
come, man.
On
let
in.
us
That's it.
let us love on you. You know, come meet us.
Love is the key.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
the key. Somebody got a question for you now, Pastor.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sunshine. This is Ardelia.
Good morning.
Hey, Ardelia.
Good morning, Pastor Blackmon. I attended the Congress of Christian Education Sunday School, I guess you call it, curriculum.
Yes.
Back in May at my church credit union.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my first time ever engaging in that. And I want to let you know that it was very, very informative. We had different classes, and the class I chose was Developing Your Spiritual Gifts, which was taught by Carl Reed.
Yes.
And it was very informative. He was a good teacher. And I just wanted to let you know that you did a very good job. And I had never engaged in this before. But I will be attending. I'm going to try to come next week to the gathering at Antioch.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, when Ardelia says it,
yes,
she gonna do it.
Yeah, she's a dear friend of my wife, and I
sweet,
will say, what she's speaking of is our Congress. Congress is under our umbrella. The association, which I am the moderator, we have a Congress of Christian Education.
Okay.
We have a woman's auxiliary, we have a layman's auxiliary, and we have a young people auxiliary. So they're all under that banner.
Okay.
She's speaking of the Congress.
Okay.
Which is Christian education driven.
Oh, the Congress. I hear you, Ardelia.
Yeah.
Well, I don't fully understand all the dynamics, but I am.
And don't feel like the Lone Ranger. A lot of people don't.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, thank you, love.
You take care. Love y'all.
Love you
Okay,
too,
love
sweetie.
you,
All
love
right,
you.
bye-bye.
Love
I
you.
tell you, that's my girl. Adelia, that's my
Yeah,
lady right there. I mean, it's a great day to have a question. I mean, when you have someone like this on that can help and answer the question without me going, so that, you know, can calmly tell you things. That's what you do. 850-432-7768. You can call or text that same number. Now, here's a question I ask everybody. How can the church, now there's some ways I think that we got to be more active together, can be more active in addressing all of these challenges in our community, from youth violence and mental health? Because right now, mental health, I think, is a great component with the violence. With the church, and I think, I don't know, how do you feel about this, Pastor? Do you think, are the youth attending church like they used to?
No.
I think that this is me, personal pronoun, believe that if we got to train our children up the way they should go, come on, get them back in the church to teach them something, right? That will be a strong factor in helping lower the crime rate. That's just me.
And you're right. I will say this too. When you really are intentional with children, to get them, there are going to be some barriers.
Right.
The barrier may be transportation.
Right.
So you need to provide it. I used to drive the van.
Right.
Before I ever started preaching.
I got you.
And in driving the van, I noticed I was picking up children.
Right.
Whose faces were not washed, whose clothes were wrinkled, which suggested to me that they had not eaten. And so what I did, I went to one of the mothers of our church and said, listen, would you prepare breakfast every morning for the children? And she said, absolutely. She got up every Sunday morning and cooked breakfast. I mean a full breakfast. I'm talking about biscuits that she rolled.
Right, okay. I'll tell you what, Pastor, hold on one second. We're going to come back to this in just 1 second. We are going to go to break and we'll be right back.
All right.
I'm Emily Echeverria, Marketing Communications Director for Council on Aging of West Florida and the host of Coming of Age. Watch our show to find out what we're doing for our seniors and their families, and hear from area experts and local business owners about their programs and services. Want to help? Find out how you can work with us to bring a better future to our seniors. Watch Coming of Age, 3:30 p.m. Wednesdays, only on Blab TV.
From the efficiency of American natural gas and the dependability of nuclear power, to the strength of Florida's sunshine and the flexibility of advanced battery storage systems, we leverage a diverse mix of energy sources to power our growing state, ensuring reliable, low-cost power for your home or business whenever you need it. FPL, working for you every single day.
My name's Kelly McLeod. I'm the owner of Bella Magazine. Bella is a source of uplifting and inspiring content for the women of Pensacola.
I think the magazine is just so thoughtfully done. There's a lot of attention to detail. The stories are really good.
You've got seriousness, you've got fun, education, fashion. It just encompasses everything.
Women are multidimensional, and so is Bella.
Well, I think it's all about local, and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. You have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking, and I think that's a huge difference, and really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quint Studer, and I am Blab TV.
And welcome back to this Wednesday edition of Sunshine's Corner. It is midweek motivation, and I'm being motivated.
And me too.
Okay, Pastor. I mean, it is just so much. I just thank you so very much. I thank you.
Sure.
And you know exactly what I'm
Sure.
saying. I thank you.
Sure.
Because, I mean, sometimes it's just that, you know, God, He knows how to place what you need to get you to where you need to be.
Absolutely.
You know, and I thank God for that. And we were talking about with the things that we need to do with our youth today. You said how that even with a person that even volunteered to do the cooking for the people.
Sure. And you know, we get, let me say it this way, we can get overwhelmed when we think about the community as a whole and all of the children that you know, they have so many needs. But what I'm saying is, the question is, how can we save our children? One at a time.
One at a time.
One at a time. Stop trying to corral the whole and start with one child. That's how we do it.
You know,
One
and I
at a
try,
time.
you know, that's a good analogy.
Yeah.
I love that. If I can just save or make a difference in one child's
Sure.
life, one at a time,
Absolutely.
then I've done something.
You've made a difference.
I've made a huge difference. And it is absolutely what I think we should all have that mindset. You know what? I'm going to be doing a back to school drive right here coming up on the. I hope you can stop by one day.
Absolutely.
Because I'm going to have a lot of children here.
Absolutely.
I'll keep in touch with you and let you
Okay,
know.
sure,
Okay,
sure.
Because
I'd
I mean,
love
some
to.
of the things that
I'd
you're
love
saying,
to.
I mean, that
I'd
would be
love to.
good. So kids will know
Sure.
that, hey, look, I was talking to
Sure,
the pastor,
sure.
and I can
I'd
really
love
talk
to.
to the pastor.
That's right.
You know what
right.
I'm saying? But I
Absolutely.
think that would be great. We're down to the raw. But what I'm saying now, what do you think that with someone that's listening right now, who feels discouraged today, who feels defeated, sometimes they may even feel like they're forgotten by God. What would you inspire? How would you inspire them today?
I would say to them that battle, whatever it is not yours.
It's the Lord.
It's not yours, and you have to be able to give it to Him, and you can't give it to Him and then take it back. If I have time for a quick story, there was a man he was walking along the roadside and he had a bag of rocks in his sack. A man stopped by on a wagon and offers him a ride. He gets on the wagon, but he's still holding his sack. And so that's what we do sometimes. We go to God in prayer, which we should do. That should be our default mode. for
Exactly.
Every
Everything,
situation.
go to Him in prayer.
But we traditionally don't leave it with Him. We take it to Him, but then we take it back. And life can be too weighty for us. It's not too weighty for Him. So
Absolutely.
we have to give it. The songwriter said it this way: take your burdens to the Lord and
leave it there. And you know, I'm guilty.
Yeah. A lot of us are.
There's one thing I can tell you now. I will admit where I am, where I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I tend to do that.
Yeah.
And I am a praying woman.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll take that heavy weight that I have. I say, okay, Lord, I can't do this by myself. Now you got to take this. And the minute I get off my knees, I go still. When I run into that issue again, I take it back. We as a community got to learn to do just what the pastor's talking about. Take it to Him and leave it there, because when He fixes it, it's fixed. It's not going to break no more.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's not going to break anymore when He does it. It is done and it's done. We are down to the last 3 minutes. Let's remind everybody about what's happening next week. That's coming up. We can invite the community out to be a part.
Yes, next week we will be having a First West Florida Baptist District Association, which I am the moderator. We'll be having our annual session starting Monday morning. Morning sessions starts at 9, evening session starts at 7. Our youth director will be preaching that Tuesday night, Reverend Sabrina Hopkins.
Okay.
Wednesday night, Sister Arzella Simpson, our Women's Auxiliary President, will be giving her address. Thursday morning, our National President, Dr. Boise Kimber, will be here and he will be preaching. And Thursday night at 7 p.m., I will be giving my address, and all of these events will be held at the Antioch Missionary Baptist Church.
Yes, I mean, if you miss that, listen, Tune in tonight at 6 o'clock. The show will play again, so you will be able to catch up and get your pen ready to write down the information. If a person wants to get in touch with you, how could they do that?
They could call me at 850-982-4664. And let me say, I am horrible at answering my phone because it is always on silence, but I never miss a text.
There you go. Okay, come on now.
Yes.
So look, get that text in. Take the text and get the text, because I missed this call yesterday. I had to go back and call again. But we have that same problem.
Yes, yes.
But the fact of it is, he is opening up that you can get out, you can talk to him and find out things about what's happening next week. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been one fantastic show. I can say I have really enjoyed sharing with Pastor Blackmon all that he has to share with us today. And I have learned some things, and I'm going to put some clothes on those words and wear them.
Sure.
And I mean, but like I said, remember me in your prayers.
Yeah. Will do. And likewise,
I got
remember
you.
me.
I got you. I got
yes.
you. And I appreciate the fact of all that you do with your leadership qualities and the difference that you're making right here in our community. Because, I mean, it's absolutely sure, because I say this often, we need change. We need people with ideas and ways to make a difference, just as you're doing. Change doesn't feel good, but it's absolutely necessary. I want to leave you today, as I do every single day, because of the fact that there's so many things that we need to be aware of. Know this: if you put God first in every single thing that you do, I'm willing to guarantee you that you're going to be a total success. So until tomorrow morning, when Derek Scott's going to be my guest, we're going to be talking about some things that's happening right here in our city that's affecting the entire Florida. So be here and don't miss out on that conversation. Remember, next week you can be a part of the events that's coming up. If you want to know more about it, I'll give you his number. But I gotta go now, and as I leave here every day, don't lose your focus. Keep God first. Know that I do love you with a perfect kind of love. Reach out today with a pure heart and tell somebody that you love them. You never know what a kind word would do for a person, because you don't know what they're dealing with on the inside. So until tomorrow, know that I love you. Keep shining while I'm gone. Have a great day.
Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.